we have a duty to show up at the polls. A duty to ourselves, a duty to other people, a duty to our country, to the world, to humanity. So I'm kind of curious how this resonates with you. Do you think that do you believe that you have some duty to turn out and vote?
You're supposed to do it. And if you don't do it, a pile of trash is going to pile up behind your house. You can't complain.
Voting is the only way to express your political power, and if you're not taking advantage of it, you're somehow being apolitical or you're being kind of a lazy citizen. But I'd suggest that the food, the products you put in your shopping cart is more of a political statement and more of an expression of political power than any vote that you can have. If we're voting for two people who are almost identical on all the issues except for some of the hot-button issues like genomes and gay marriage, which are important topics in their own right, but I would just like to suggest that there are alternative ways to express political power, and that thinking that voting is somehow the grand form of expression, I think it's misplaced, it's misguided. I don't think there's that big of a difference between the political candidates to justify a claim like that.
When you look at other countries' systems and how they encourage their citizens to place a vote, it becomes really clear that there is something broken in what's happening in our country. Because Australia, for example, they actually mandate that their citizens all vote, and if they don't vote, then they get a small fine. For some people, that's all right. They're just going to take the fine and not go out and vote, but they also get the day off of work, the day off of school, to really encourage people to actually have the opportunity to go and do that, rather than trying to go the opposite direction and stifle it by making sure that it's on a day when everyone is too busy to go out to the polls.
While we're in school, we're not necessarily taught where to vote, how voting personally, where do you go, where do you sign up. A lot of these basic necessities in order to be a well-rounded citizen aren't taught nowadays to our children. And like most kids that I know and friends, they've only taken one government class ever in high school, and you never hear it again.